Now to the very last category.
What's this one?
It's actually pretty interesting. It's actually something that I feel like needs to be addressed because of the time that we're in, and it's surgical enhancement.
Let's
talk about it.
So
Wait. Can I go first?
Wait, first, let's give what the survey said. 71% of men rank surgical enhancement at a 1. At a 1. We don't care. So the misconception that, in order for you to get a man or in order for you to feel good about yourself, to look good for whoever or whatever is a myth, right? Like, you don't have to alter your body. If that's how you come, more than likely a guy is going to love you or learn to love you anyway. But we wouldn't push you for it. Most guys, most upstanding guys or whatever I would say, wouldn't push you for it. Like, that's not something we care for. Like, if we fall in love with your personality, or we fall in love with the person that you are, your heart, and we're attracted to you, we're attracted to what we've met, what we see. You don't need to go ahead and change or whatever imagery that you may see going on in the media.
But I think that today's woman kind of like goes for that. I think that they're looking for a man of a different type of stature, right? Like, so it's not even for your regular Joe. I think that because they see reality TV and how women kind of enhance themselves for that caliber of a man, right? Those type of women do those things because they want to be in those spaces, right? Where a woman who is like dealing with a guy who, does well for themselves or is working, she doesn't have to do that, but she's inundated with these images, like you said, that kind of like make her look at her belly. Like, I mean, I run every day, but it's the food that we eat, and I wish I had a 6-pack, right? Like, so like not that I want to be that person that I may see on Instagram who's like food meal prepping every single day. I'm just like, I aspire to have that body. So like, how can I get that? And for women, because they promote it so much, like I think psychologically it's hard not to go that route for a lot of women.
In that profession?
Yeah.
Well, I think that what happens is that it's a trickle down effect, right? Like, so they'll see women who are in that world and able to get those type of guys who have that type of stature, money. So like the regular woman, everyday woman, she does it because she wants that same validation.
To piggyback what you're saying, I think they're chasing the men, but I think it's more so the lifestyle.
Yeah, they chase the lifestyle for it.
However, like my brother Barry said, yo, listen, like we appreciate the naturalness, beauty of a woman. You know what I mean? Listen, them stretch marks, them tiger claws, we gonna treat them things like we gonna exercise it. You feel me? We gonna exercise it. You got a little cellulite on the back, the rear side. Like we appreciate those things because you know why? Like what I do to play devil's advocate. Like Barry was saying, if men in general, we tend to glorify that, and in us glorifying, it could be something as simple as subconsciously people we like, the posts we like, right? Or the conversations we have, like in the barbershop.
For example, you go on Instagram, and all these surgically enhanced women who have busty everything and big everything, they have like hundreds of thousands of likes, right? And we live in this generation where likes are everything. Right?
It's like currency.
Yeah, so it's just a very awkward space for a woman, image-wise, because then they'll say like, well, we don't understand. Well, we do. It's just that at times we see you hurting so much that you would look at yourself and think you're not beautiful because maybe your titties aren't as up as they used to be, right? You may have a stretch mark here in a place that you don't like to see it, right? Like your booty may not be as bubbly as the girl you're following on Instagram who's killing this bikini, right? I think, and I heard what you were saying, Barry, but I think I guess you would say regular girls, regular women who feel like they want to enhance their physique and look good, not to gain that particular lifestyle, but just because their self-esteem is so damaged, right, that they're gonna go ahead and they're gonna get that surgery because they feel like that's how they're gonna feel beautiful.
Yeah, insecurities is a real thing, right? So, and I feel like in like men culture, we don't deal with as many insecurities as I feel women do, which is why you don't really find as many men going under the knife, right? But like my thing about plastic surgery, which I like to express to women who express the want, is like, okay, let's think about this. People who get these type of surgeries have the money to maintain this life, right? Because when you do these kind of surgeries, you got to think long term. Yep. It may look good for a year or 2 years, maybe even less. And what you got to do to keep that look up is have surgery again. More surgery equals more money. Are you really invested into this lifestyle? Because if you are, yo, throw your money away.
Exactly. I mean,
right?
just look at those the two main shows for that is what, Botched and what Dr. Miami.
Yeah. And you know, like my thing is also like it's really sad because like literally yesterday, that's why I wanted to start. I was in Flatbush, went into this Caribbean spot to get some food, right? Was with this lady, hair out, beautiful or whatever. This other lady comes in, ass is fake. You can tell off rep. Breast is fake. You can tell off rep. I didn't even know that. Yeah, you know her.
Yo, I'm weak at y'all. I'm weak.
She was at the jerk chicken spot. Yeah. Yo, and it's crazy because I didn't even notice that her lips were also fake. So we're leaving, and the lady says to my friend, like, beautiful, your hair is beautiful. And in my head, I'm literally analyzing what she's saying and saying, like, I envy what you have, even though I went under the knife for all of this. So she's still just as insecure as she was before she went under the knife.
She's a body now.
And I was like, yo, and like I said, we walked out the store and she was like, yeah, her lips weren't even real. And I was like, what? It's just like, you know, and it's sad. Like, you gotta, surgery don't fix everything.
Hell no.
But it's the same thing. I mean, I don't know if this question was presented for women as well, but the difference is, like, for women, it is more of an outward, you can see more. Whereas for men, it's like, let me guess, right? But you don't know, like, think about how women glorify celebrity males and how they like, oh my gosh,
Look
they
at
gotta
those, look at those abs.
Right, they gotta look at those abs, but they could be, you know, Tiny Tim in there, and you don't know what insecurities they going through, and they go on it. They go on the knife as well, so you don't know.
Nah, you right.
Right?
I must say, this guy is
Oh, my bad. My bad. But just thinking about how deadly that is too, because listen, and I talked about this, you know, women be like, yo, let me see what you got. You know, you do the angle or whatever, and then they put in the group chat like, and then it's over because now your whole rep is shot.
Yeah, fact.
Right? Because it just
you and your six pack.
you got the whole 6-pack. But you missing 6. Like 6 minus 6, you take 6 apples.
I ain't gonna lie. Like, for women, I understand. It's a mystery.
It's a mystery.
Until them clothes come off, it's a mystery. Like,
Right, it's like a leading on.
Unless you can see something protruding, like, you know, maybe some man boobs, maybe a gut or something. But, you know, hey, I don't.
It's serious. But for women, like you said, it is so sad that they don't. But it's an internal thing.
Yeah.
And I think this goes for the world. Like, everybody has to realize how beautiful they are. You have to accept, like, if you want to change it, like, with non-plastic surgery or anything like that, you can change that. But even if you couldn't change it, just embrace who you are, because guess what? It's only one of you out of 8 billion people in the world. You feel
Somebody
me?
gonna love you.
Somebody.
Exactly.
Listen, somebody will love you. That is
Right.
a damn. Whew, that's a fact.
So
I remember
look-
my father used to say before you close out, "It's a boogie man for every boogie woman."
That's right.
All right, okay, so cool. On that note, we've run out of time. This is definitely a hot topic. This is what it is. The first episode is in the books. We're gonna have to do a part 2. I'm gonna release all the results from all the surveys. Part 2, 3, 4, whatever. We're gonna keep it rolling. Thank you so much for tuning in. Thank you to all my panelists, Hercules, Jamel, Eves, Barry, Mr. Turnup, Smithsonian. My name is Cameron. This is what it is.
Laters.